Hi Aries, welcome back. So Aries, this is going to be your mid-month check-in. I'm not going to resonate with all of you, but if it does, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you're new to me, welcome. Also check out my social media account links and my other YouTube located in the description box below. So let's get started. What can Aries expect mid-month to the end of September? Overall energy is the sun and allowing. Semi-sextile is the other card. So this is all about your essence, your energy, self-awareness, trying to be more optimistic in the way that you're thinking and feeling or needing to be. It also talks about, on the darker side, childishness, ego, having trouble expressing. It also talks about masculinity. So whether you're male or female, you might be tapping into your more masculine side, your more assertive side. And the word controlling came to mind. So may want to control circumstances, your own behavior, people around you. So watch that. Certainly you have free will, so whether you tap into the negative or positive of any energy is totally up to you. This also talks about seeing potential, planting those seeds and knowing that you have a lot of potential, but also a lot of growth opportunities that may be coming your way over the next 2 weeks. It talks about really focusing on keeping temper and moods in control, as well as, like I said, growth opportunities. So that's the overall energy to start out the reading, Aries. Now I'm going to go further into it. I'm going to tap into only your energy for the first half of the reading, and then for the second half of the reading, if you're dealing with a person in particular or people and you want to know more about them, I'll get into that at that point, okay? So coming into this time period with the Judgment card here, I feel like, there's some important decisions to be made during this time period, and it's really important that you stay self-aware, and like I said, that you honor yourself during this period of time, treat others how you want to be treated, but also, knowing what opportunities are going to have potential growth for you and which opportunities are not, and using your discernment over the next few weeks to decide that. Sometimes the Judgment card can also talk about feeling judged. Some of you might be in, the words that I heard were limelight or in the eye. So, somebody in particular or people may be having their eye on you, and it kind of makes you feel a little bit vulnerable during this time period, and not wanting to be judged, not wanting to have that feeling of being exposed. And if you do feel that way during this next few weeks, Aries, I feel that the response that you're going to have to that is maybe a little bit temperamental, a little bit, be careful that you don't fall into the trap of believing that you need to correct other people's opinion of you, or that their opinion of you is who you are, because it's not. But also being self-aware of what triggers you're pulling in other people and what you're evoking out of other people, okay? So let's dive a little bit further into this, Aries, and see what other messages we get here for you. For my Aries. So Aries, you have the Hanged Man out and the Justice card. So this is that, needing to pause and see things from all perspectives, needing to put yourself in the other person's shoes. This month, especially when it comes to like really important decisions that you're going to have to make, and trying to see it from all angles of not just how it affects you, but how it affects others, the trickle effect. You know what I'm saying? With justice here, I feel like, you know, you're keeping it balanced over the next 2 weeks, so I like that. And I feel that you know, you are going to take that time to really think things over so that you can make balanced decisions that are in your highest good during this time period. I also feel like justice kind of talks about like a rebalancing of the karmic scales. And so if decisions are being made, I feel like, that are out of your control, it's very heavy karma, whether that be good or bad. And so I feel like, yeah, if there's judgments coming towards you, decisions to be made outside of you, then in some sense or another, it is going to balance out the situation, okay? Whatever that situation is for you. I also feel like some of you don't have enough information here to make a logical decision, and I think that you're trying to like weigh up what your next move is and how you want to proceed. Yeah, 2 of Wands. So as I say that, you know, this is kind of looking at future opportunities and where you want to go next. I think some of you have had, like I said, maybe a decision to make between 2 different paths, whether that be in love or career. And I think during this time period, Aries, you are coming to that decision and narrowing it down and, you know, deciding, I feel, to go with whatever brings you the most creativity, whatever brings you the closest to being truly happy within your heart and your soul, and needing to, you know, take a pause before you make these decisions. But I do see you coming to a decision at the end of September, and, you know, things are opening up for you. Where you were once blinded or maybe not able to see what you needed to see, I feel that you're gaining that perspective over the next 2 weeks and pushing that energy forward towards the end of September. So I love that the sun is your overall energy. That is, to me, a very good omen here. Yeah, 6 of Swords. You're going to be moving forward. And if this is resonating, go watch the reading I posted for the first part of September. And because I think the title of it was, you know, you're winning. And what are you winning at? Well, you're winning at moving forward. You're winning at moving on. You're winning because you're deciding, you know, I'm in control of this. I'm in control of me. And I decide that I need to move forward. The 6 of Swords is beginning a new journey, you know, but taking the lessons with you. For some of you, if you've been hurt in the past, I feel like that pain is still there. Yeah. That pain is still there, but you may be choosing to kind of, or needing to release that during the end of September. And as I say, the pain is still there. You have the Devil card and the 4 of Pentacles. This is holding on. You know, some of you are really holding on, keeping yourself stuck, keeping yourself stagnant, kind of in like this never-ending cycle of repetitive thoughts, repetitive behavior. And I think a lot of you, it's just this overall energy of making this decision to distance yourself from that, to try and create new habits, to move forward, even though, you know, I don't think you're really sure what the outcome is going to be. And in a sense, some of you, yet, like I said, are still kind of holding on to the past, or some toxic energy here, whether that be a toxic person or just toxic thinking, emotions, you name it. It's all about enlightenment over the next few weeks, Aries. And I feel that in order for you to be able to go on that path of enlightenment, to have this new journey, you really need to let go. Okay, because some of you are really holding on to something or someone that's kind of stunting your growth, or keeping you from being able to hone in on this energy of Two of Wands, Six of Wands, which is, you know, launching that new cycle in your life, that new chapter in your life, and really having the sun energy of new. So, you know, I do feel there's a barrier or a block here, but only if you allow it. So like, some of you may be tempted to go back to a person from the past, or past behaviors if it's not a person. But the encouragement here is that your happiness is elsewhere from that, at least during these next 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And that that's where you need to truly put your focus, okay? Because I don't feel you have control over whatever that toxic situation was. And you've waited long enough, and now it's time to make a really hard decision to push yourself out of that toxic period into a newer cycle for you, okay? Don't mind my dog barking. So, yeah, it's all about enlightenment these next few weeks, and finding yourself, really. So I like that, Aries. If you are only interested in your energy and what you're going to be going through, then that's where the reading ends for you. For those of you that are dealing with a person or people and you would like to know what they're going through over the next few weeks, then this next part is also for you. So person Aries is dealing with for mid to end of September. What's their energy? Their cards flew. Person Aries is dealing with mid to end of September. Three of Cups is what they're coming into this time period with. This person, you know, if you've made the decision to kind of distance yourself from this person, I think that they are either, I just heard partying a lot. Like this person might party a lot or be hanging out with friends a lot. They may be like heavily relying on their social circle over these next few weeks. For some of you, it talks about a reconciliation, wanting that reunion or coming together if you've been separated with this person. Yeah, Four of Swords. So they have the Devil on their side as well, and you had it on your side, and Temperance here. So hold on one second. Oh, never mind. I was going to pause it because my dog wouldn't stop, but she stopped now. So, yeah, this person is, for some of you, you know, not communicating the fact that they're obsessing. You know, for some of you, this person has very addictive behavior traits of some sort, or they may, you know, kind of distance themselves or go quiet or go ghost when they want to feed that addiction, or when they're in a negative thinking type of cycle. Not all of you is it going to be addiction. Some of you it's just, like I said, like stuck in that negative energy of woe is me, and yeah, it can be almost like obsessive thinking. I think that this person, the way that they cope with it is to surround themselves by people that are like them, to try and help gain more confidence in themselves, or they try and surround themselves with people that That doesn't even make sense. What came to mind was people they can hide from or hide behind. That's it. They hide behind either a persona or other people, or, you know, like when I think of someone that hides behind other people, I think of a personality that, you know, always passes the buck, or, you know, passes the blame on other people, where it's like, that wasn't my fault, that was their fault, or, you know, I only did that because they did that, or you did that. You know, it's constantly like not wanting to take ownership of self. And I feel that they're kind of temperamental during this time period, okay? Because I think that they're trying to get a balance over that. And at the heart of it, what I think that they want is they want a connection, or connections that are true, but they're surrounding themselves with people that are pulling out the worst in them, and not the best in them. And that's, you know, somewhat problematic over these next few weeks. They're rounding out the month in the 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Yeah. Drama for your mama, Aries. The person you're dealing with, they are not, you know, in a good place. I feel towards the end of the month, I feel like they feel backstabbed, or they're really feeling a sense of defeat. If you had an ending with this person, they feel that ending very heavily. They obsess over it. Yeah, I think that they try to, like I said, maintain their cool on the outside, or surround themselves, or hide behind something, you know. But I think internally this person is feeling heartbroken or defeated. The way that they're coping with it may be to, like I said, lash out. The 5 of Swords is kind of like a blame game type of mentality, where it's like, you know, this one-upping behavior, or it's a lose-lose type of vibe. I really hate the 5 of Swords, and I think that this person is stuck to some degree or another. They have this energy of like looping, obsessing, you know, over things that have made them feel like life is unfair, and instead of coping with it, they immerse themselves into, you know, negative behaviors or addictive behaviors for some of them. For others, it's surrounding themselves with people and, you know, celebrating or putting out this front to the world that, like, yeah, I'm good, you know, I'm confident, I got this, I got that, you know. But then underneath all of that, there's this really dark mindset that they go to, and I see it mirrored on your side. So let's look at this in relation to you, okay? So I feel like you're trying to make some decisions here without all of the information this month, you know, ready to have new energy, making decisions to move forward and distance yourself. Underneath that, though, you also have the Devil and the 4 of Pentacles. So it would be remiss to say that your mind doesn't also go there sometimes, but I feel that you're heavily focused on distancing yourself from it, where this person is just covering it up. So like you're making progress, like you're making decisions to try and move forward. This person is appearing, or wants to appear, that they are also doing that, but in actuality they are dwelling, you know, and not really facing it, not really addressing it. They're kind of sweeping it under the rug. It's yeah. So, I'm gonna get one more card for them. What's the 5 of Swords? It's the Five of Swords. Nine of Swords. Gosh. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And I saw the Eight of Wands earlier, but I ignored it, put it back, and now it's here again. This person's really, really stuck in their head. I think that they want movement forward, and they want to maybe even communicate if they haven't been communicating. But and for a few of you, they may actually do that, but it's coming from a place of codependency or pain. I feel a strong connection here, whoever this person is in your life, with you and them, and I think that's why you have a hard time releasing it. This person has a lot going on mentally this month. Like, I'm overwhelmed for this person, honestly. And I think that in a sense, you sense that, or you understand that, because in a sense, you feel same or similar, or you know on an intuitive level, like what is going on, whether this person speaks to you or not, right? I feel that they want another opportunity here. They want to feel more in control of situations, but they get in their own way. And so there may be a conversation about this towards the end of the month, or someone, you know, I feel like you can only keep it in your head for so long before you're finally like, bleh, you know? And I feel that that's what this person's, they're going to get to that point where it's like, I can't obsess over this anymore. I don't want to be in this spot anymore. I need to break free of this. And I think that they're going to come to that realization in the future energy, which is end of September, maybe October. Okay. And I feel that there'll be either a conversation or new communication here. Yeah, I think the advice for you, Aries, is to keep a healthy boundary with this person, or a healthy distance, because you're trying to focus in on the sun energy, which is, you know, honoring yourself, needing to honor yourself. And regardless of the connection here, I think that there's a part of this connection where that this person or their energy kind of crosses that border. And so I think that a lot of you are learning what your limits are and needing to stick with them, needing to stick with those limits this month, these next few weeks, okay? So, yeah. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. I have Virgo, Leo, Libra, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini. It could be in your birth chart or this person's birth chart. And or doesn't have to be either. It could just be the energy surrounding the situation. Either way, I wish you the very best, Aries. And please do let me know how this resonated for you. And I love you so much. Until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.